3D printing. What is 3D printing? Well, 3D printing is the ability to take a three-dimensional digital model and use a device or a 3D printer to make that model by layering material over itself in layers to the specifications of the digital model. So who uses 3D printing? Well, businesses as well as typical citizens use 3D printing. Businesses use them to create specific items pertaining to their industry, typically as a physical model or prototype. There are also businesses that 3D print custom designs from customers who may not have a 3D printer or not a large enough one. And typically, average citizens use 3D printing mainly for entertainment, but also have general problem-solving applications due to its versatility. So where is 3D printing used? Well, for the business side, it's used in all sort of fields. Medicine, aircraft, and the automotive industry all take advantage of 3D printing. And 3D printing has many other applications outside of these, but the applications are really only limited to what we can make digitally and the materials 3D printers used, and as well as the actual size of the printer. So why is 3D printing used? Well, some of the strengths are that a 3D printer is a consumer product, and being able to 3D print things for consumers is a product. And then they are extremely versatile, and they interact with other technologies to build what is needed. Some of the weaknesses are that committing to 3D printing can be expensive, and a lot of printers can't make rigid, sturdy designs out of stronger materials, and mainly just that when it comes to a lot more sturdy structures, that 3D printers can't do it as well as current methods. And some opportunities are just making more advancements in 3D printing, like solving some weaknesses of it and making 3D printers more accessible. And then the threats are, one threat is that anyone with a 3D printer can possibly print things that are illegal to possess, and the biggest example of that is in the firearm space. And if 3D printers become a household item, businesses could suffer because people could print what they want and not have to buy them. And when is 3D printing used? Well, 3D printing is being used today and will continue to be used well into the future. I see mass adoption when 3D printers advance far enough to become even more versatile, being able to print things with a wider variety of materials and sizes as well. And now, solving the UN's SDGs in India. Well, 3D printing has contributed to the well-being of India in the medical field, automotive field, and the overall economy. Factories were able to 3D print COVID face shields, and automotive factories use 3D printing to test designs and make prototypes. The 3D printing industry is expected to grow almost 20% in the next 5 years, and the 3D printing market in India was valued at $92 million last year. And these things solve goals number 3, good health and well-being, and 8, decent work and economic growth. And then 2 truths and a lie. About two households out of every 1,000 in America own 3D printers. Next is that 3D printers can print food, and 3D printers are able to print working human organs.